Hello, and welcome to another honest gear review. This time we're gonna be taking a closer look at my favorite preamp and what is now my main preamp. I moved on from the art power plant. I'm gonna use it, but I gotta invest in some mixers and splitters and shit. So this is how my setup is now. I am now gonna do the Art SGX2000. Not the Express version, which I have down here. That one's broken, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But they're just a regular version, and it's plenty good. So the guitar I'm having now is this LTD, which you saw me unbox in that guitar unboxing video. So I have everything hooked up here to all the effects, but I'm gonna go over some presets and shit. I have the Art X15 Ultrafoot MIDI board here, the big ass one down here, so I can control everything via MIDI, because there are some patches that are, controlled with the foot switch. So let's see here, is this... Yes, okay, so I can control the preset. I don't know if you can see it change down here. You can kind of see the light change. So I'm gonna start with browsing some factory presets. I'm just gonna turn the Marshall off of standby. I'm not gonna have my presets. Just run through some of the factory presets here and just show you what it has. I'm gonna start on 3 because I've edited the 2 first. This is called Nuclear Tubes. It's just I don't really know. As with anything, factory presets aren't anything super exciting, but I mean, oh, here's a weird foot switch thing. That's just a tuner. I'm gonna actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna edit my. Turn off the fucking Roland DP8 so you can actually hear what just the preamp is. Just the Ottawa. Some of these are really quiet and some are really loud. Dire Straits. 12 string action here, as you know. There's a lot of clipping here, but that's because I probably have so much shit going on. That's, you know, there's a lot of volume. Oh, there's a Leslie. I actually like that. You know, it's a good Leslie. Some of the presets are cool. Let me. This is Eric Johnson preset. I don't think he programmed it, but it's actually kind of cool. So it's not good by any means, but if you edit it, you can actually get a good sound from this preset. I think this is, I'm not sure, I think it was on the Express one where I, it's humming. I think it was on the Express that I programmed this preset into my own, but I have, you know, made some changes on this preset and it sounds really cool. Funk. I don't know funk. Some wah stuff. Weird as fuck. Sound like a piano. I have a Crybaby, and you know it's much better than the wah on here, but it's cool. I think it's neat, actually, that they you know they made something from this. You know, that's unique. Panning. No one needs to hear that. Sounds like a Leslie with chorus. There are two pedals on this board, and I don't know what the other one actually does. I haven't used it that much, to be honest. One thing I gotta say, I love the reverb. I'm not really a huge reverb guy. I have reverb from my TC Electronic G Major, but the art reverb is surprisingly good when done right, and it's easy to do it right as well. So all of these are just let's see. Tube overdrive, so yes, there is tubes in it, or not tubes, but there's one tube. Thrashed. Sandman metal. So you get the point. The factory presets, as well, you know, with any of these old units, aren't particularly good. Some units, like the Digitech, has a few good presets from factory, but you know, you have to make your own thing, and you can. You know, people, I think, get this, browse through the factory preset, and then, you know, don't really think about it anymore, and you know, they just sell it or throw it away because, you know, it's not an XFX. Well, it's the XFX before the XFX, as Robert Baker once said. But here is my preset. I'm just gonna show you that real quick. And you can hear, you know, you tweak it and it's so much more usable already. And you know, you can have all in one here with all the effects. You can have up to 9 effects at once. I'm going to take the phone and show you everything later on the front panel here. But just that alone, from tweaking the thing, you choose the stacked, or I think I have the turbo tube distortion, or I have a stacked distortion, which is a solid state circuit. Oops, I dropped my pick. And the tube circuit. And so you both have analog, I mean, you have a tube drive and you have solid state drive. And that's a really cool thing to do, in my opinion. And they have to do it like that because there's only one preamp tube in here, sadly. There is on the side where the tube is on this side of the panel, there is room for a lot more, tube stuff. So if you're crafty, probably install one yourself. Probably. I haven't, because I'm not crafty like that, but I have changed it to a more high gain tube, so that definitely helps. This is just a clean patch together. To be honest, I prefer the Digitech 2120 for the clean, because I don't know, it just sounds cleaner. But for drive and metal, I prefer this. So let me see. I'm gonna just goddamn new strings. So I'm gonna turn on some effects here now. Here's with overdrive. It chugs. So yeah, that's that's just with overdrive. So I'm just gonna engage my effects, turn down the volume because I don't know how loud it's gonna be. Now this is how you dial in all tones. Works really well for those hair metal riffs. I love this thing. If you have one, dig it out of that dirty closet, hook it back up, hook it up to your favorite effects, put an overdrive in front of it, and make your own preset. That's how you get a good tone out of this thing. And it's worth it, because this is in room with stereo, everything. I'm gonna walk you through. I'll do a double here. I'll go through the Auto Ultrafoot and the SGX because you know they kind of belong. They go together. So let me just get my phone and I'm gonna turn and don't do anything. So I'm gonna start down here. It's real simple. You have two pedals on that side, on the left side. I'm not left-footed, but it works surprisingly well. So you browse presets, you know, up and down, there and there. You can toggle modes. So now if you're on that one, you can choose presets with these knobs. So I want to go back to one, my lead patch, press there, and then if you press there, you get the effects control. So if you turn everything on here, so say you just have the SGX2000 and the board, you want to turn on the effects that you're using on each patch. It's kind of dumb, it does not recognize what it has, so you have to toggle it manually. I don't know if there's a way to make it remember everything, but you know, just before you set up for playing a gig or you know just playing in general, I guess you push all the buttons and you get total control of whatever effect you want. You can program it with MIDI, you know, to choose whatever it does. You have a little LCD here to you know show you where you are. That's real handy, I think. Yeah, you know, you can see it's 9 volt AC, just like a pedal. You know, I don't know what that is, but what is that? Bypass. Fuck, I can't read backwards. Bypass or DC foot switch. I don't know what that means, but there you have it. Oh, that's my guitar stand. Alright, moving on to the front panel of my... Oh, sorry. Very amateur here. Front panel of my SGX. Here you can see what it is. Tri-channel digital effects and two pre-amplification system. It's a mouthful. So you have a little display here, shows you where you are, how many effects you have on, and the effects line. Down here, if I can move my big ass head, this phone is a bitch to hold. You can see that there are lights to show what effects are on and what are off, and I like that. Here is the, you know, where you'll be working the most. There's an analog section, which is real nice. Not all preamps have that, but that comes from me. All my preamps have analog sections, so but that's whatever. Some preamps just have buttons and shit, but this has both. You have yeah. This is what I love. You have a master override for two effects loops. So there's two effects loops here. One is mono and two is stereo. You have a stereo effects loop on board. And you don't see that on most preamps. And that's nice because then you really don't need a mixer. You know, if you're just gonna use this as your main tone and with effects, you have stereo like that. I'm gonna try. You can toggle it on and off. You don't have to go in the back and you know churn out cables and shit like that, make a mess. You can leave the cables in. If you don't want to have your effects engaged, just take it off. You know, with a push of a button. I don't know if you can configure it with the MIDI. You might be able to. I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I didn't really prepare, so I apologize. I just wanted to do this video because I love this thing so much. I didn't really prepare, but I'll try. So next thing, how do you edit? It's really simple. There's a lot of buttons, but they've made the user interface very friendly. So there's parameter. To enter edit mode, you can, you know, either press the edit mode button, but I don't. I just click here. Boom. Now you're in edit mode. Now you can select with the encoder what do you want to edit. So it's really straightforward. You know, And here's my settings if anyone wants to pause and copy it. But oh, that's right, I am using double reverb, double the verb. Okay, so that you change where you want to change something. So let's say I want to change the compressor attack. Now you click value, and boom, you are changing the value. It's really simple. And if you wanna go back, click preset. Just if you wanna edit something, edit. If you wanna add effect, you can add an effect, and it, you can browse through the effects. It asks you what you want to add, and then you click enter. Boom, done. Add effect added. If you want to delete effect, click delete effect. You get the same screen, but just it's delete. Click enter. Boom. Title edit, MIDI, recall, store, util. You have everything on a button here. It's so simple, You have this Roland, for example. It took me a good while to figure out how the fuck I worked it. There's no indication. I had a difficult time browsing the menus, but I got it in the end. But this one it's so just, it's there, it works, it's okay. So yeah, I mean, headphone out, just there, see where you plug your guitar. You have some volume sliders, and then you have the stereo master output. I'd use that one if you're running stereo. I don't know how it works with if you're not. There you have a left right, so you can actually stack these if you have two and a splitter or something. You can put one on the left and one on the right, and then Bob's your uncle. I love the names here: thrust, growl, warmth, crunch, edge. And then input. You have a tube drive contour, so you can change the voicing of the tube, which is nice. You have the drive, and notice everything goes to 12. I have it set like that. It gets a little weird, but yeah, I don't know if there's too much more to say. Really, I didn't really plan this. I just kind of did it, but. I paid $150 for it. If you can find it cheap, just get it. If you already have it somewhere, dig it back out, plug it back in, and enjoy it, because it really is a good preamp. You just gotta take your time with it, as with everything. It's not an Axe effect. You just don't plug in, put the amp cap, boom, done. It's a bit of work, but 10-20 minutes, you have a good tone. For hair metal, I don't think you can. You could probably do if you have, I have graphic EQ and blah, blah, blah. You could probably get whatever, but it's a good multi-effect. It has good effects. They're nice. The only thing I don't like about it, as all art products, they don't have enough gain, so you have to have additional overdrive. But more is more. And is there anything else I don't like? No, well, they should have more tubes in them. I don't know why they put one. The ADA has two, the Digitech has two. They should just have put two in there, or three, or some more, at least. But in all honesty, it's okay. You can stack the. I use turbo tube, so it kind of pushes it a bit harder, but it makes up for it in good tone and fun to play with. I'm just trying to think here. Yeah. No. I think that's it. I think I'm gonna end the video here. There's not too much to say. If you heard me play, you've seen the foot switch and everything, so have fun with it. And thank me later. So, yeah, thank you for watching and all of that. And I'll see you in the next one.